statement as this is my first program. Okay, this is known as comment. Okay, generally comments are used to provide any information regarding to the program. Okay, so comments will be ignored by Java compiler, but how does Java compiler knows that that first line is called comment? I'm not representing first line as comment here. The line which is starting with a double slash here is known as comment. Okay, so the comment which is the line which is starting with a double slash, even you write a Java code, Java line which is starting with a double slash is a comment. Whatever the comments you used in your program is for understanding purpose for the other developer, what your program is doing, what is the logic you are using, such kind of information. Okay, generally comments will be ignored by compiler. Okay, there are three types of comments you can write in Java program, that is single line comment, double slash. Wherever you use double slash, from that position to till the end of line is comment. Means, for example, before this double slash if you have something, that is not comment actually, even though double slash is representing single line comment, wherever the double slash is starting from that position to till the end of line is considered to be as comment. Okay, so that part, that comment part will be ignored. Okay, I want to make sure that 2 or 3 lines of message as a comment. Then you have to use multi-line comment. Multi-line comment is like this. Whatever you like, you can use it. Wherever you start slash star, from that to till the end of star slash is called as multi-line comments. Okay, one is single line comment, then second one is multi-line comment. Okay, these two only will be using throughout Java, but there is one more comment, documented comment. It looks like this. Slash star star. Okay, and in every line star line matter. Okay, this is known as documented comment. So whatever you are writing in this comment will be applicable for documentation purpose of the API. Okay, we are going to see what is API and what is the information regarding that later. But for time being, try to understand it is a documented comment, will be used for documentation purpose of the Java application. Okay, you don't know what is application, what is the use of it. That's why we'll see it later. But for time being, if you'd like to use documented comment, doesn't matter whether you use documented comment or multi-line comment whenever you require, but better to use multi-line comment right now because we are not preparing any documentation. Okay, just forget about that. There are 3 types of comments: single line comment, multi-line comment, documented comment. Single line comment starts with double slash until the end of line, and a multi-line comment starts with slash star, ends with star slash, and whatever you have mentioned in between slash star and star slash will be multi-line comment. Okay, so next thing in the code, so comment part is okay. I have mentioned something like as import java.lang.star. This is one thing you need to understand, very important. I just mentioned java.lang.star. Using Java language, you can do lot many things. There are lot many features available. Using Java, you can develop multi-threaded application, you can develop network related application, you can develop micro application. Okay, any kind of application you can develop using Java. To develop such kind of application, Java has so many APIs. API is nothing but programming interfaces. Okay, it has so many things. Like for example, if you'd like to do mathematical operations in your program, something like sine value, cos value kind of thing. Okay, so it has the feature to work. I need sine value. If Java does not have how to find sine, then I cannot perform. So which means that to perform some kind of task, Java has some predefined set of things. Okay, so the predefined set of things are the predefined classes, predefined objects. Okay, so like that, as we discussed about, object is nothing but runtime entity. Object will be having properties and behaviors. That properties and behaviors will be collected using a set. As a set, who will be collecting as a set is nothing but class. Okay, so whenever you want to do mathematical operations, there is a class available in Java called math. Okay, like that, to perform different kind of operation, there are lot many classes available. Okay, but the classes are organized into some packages. Let us say the classes which are relevant to perform mathematical operation or general language, Java language related operations. Those are all collected in a package called Lang. Okay, so and there are some other classes which are relevant for input output. Those are collected in IO package. Okay, all these packages are there in again a package called Java. Means whatever the predefined things are there for Java, those are collected in a mechanism like packages and sub packages and into classes kind of thing. Okay, Java is a super package for everything. In that package you have so many sub packages. Okay, in that sub packages you have predefined things, the classes, interfaces, objects, or whatever it may be. Okay, to know all this stuff you need to look into Java API, how many packages are available, how many classes are available, but you need not to dig into each and everything, but to understanding purpose I'm just opening the API and I'll show you. Okay, in this you have documentation under the download. Okay, you can see as API. Okay, here it will show API, or else it's better you can type in Google and search direct the link. Java 1.7 API. Click on that. So it will open Java Docs API. Right click on open in a new tab. See, the API looks like this. Here if you can see, there are so many packages. On the top you are seeing the packages folder. Okay, don't worry about these all. In that if you see java.lang, if you click on that, which means that now if you can see here all what java.lang is having. It is having so many classes. These are all the classes. Something like to perform mathematical operations, you have something called math. If you see math class is having so many methods to perform tasks. Okay, don't look into these all, don't confuse with these all. I am just showing you what is class, what is package. And like java.lang, there are so many packages. Java.io, okay, java.rmi, java.text, java.sql for SQL relation, and java.util for utilities kind of thing. What I mean to say is Java has so many packages, something like lang, io, net, SQL, text, etc. These are all different kind of packages. The language related classes and predefined things, whatever is there, are collected in lang package. IO related stuff is collected and named as IO, but all these packages are collected in a super package called Java. It doesn't matter whether you are working with IO, net, SQL, text in your program. Basically, when you are writing a program, definitely you will be using language related stuff, basic fundamentals. That's what each and every program must be imported with java.lang.star, indicating that whatever is there in lang package need to be imported to the current program so that the developer will be able to work with all the language related stuff in his program. That is what the statement defines. Import java.lang.star, which means whatever is there in lang. Let's click on lang so that the down one will refresh. So it is refreshed. All these will be downloaded to your program, will be available to your program to work. So that whatever required, for example, if you need to work with math in your program, you can work. If you need to work with float enum in your program, you can work. Okay. The statement import java.lang.star indicating that to work with all those things in your program. And it doesn't matter like how many imports you'll keep over there. If you in your program, like if you need to do multiple operations and you are trying to import multiple things, you can still import, but those things should be line by line. Import java.lang.star, import java.io.star, import java.sql.star. It is up to you what are all the packages you require into your program and you will be working with. Okay, how to import, but mind it, okay, whether you import all those stuff or not, net SQL text kind of thing, you have to import java.lang.star, must and should. Even if you don't provide the statement in your program, Java will add this statement implicitly to your program, so that language related stuff will be added to your program by default. Okay, this is to import all predefined classes, interfaces to the current program, so that you will be able to work with those. Okay, then let's say you are seeing something different beside that import java.lang. Class demo, this is begin of class, this is close of class. Okay, nothing. Whenever you are starting begin, you have to end. Okay, in that you are seeing something called void main. So very first thing you need to understand, main is a function, main is a behavior. It is indicating to your Java compiler to start your program. Your program execution begins from here, main. You can write anything in your class demo, anything you can write, but when you run it, when you are trying to run, it will check where is main. If main is there, it begins from there. Okay, it won't look into all other stuff what you keep before main or after main. It will check for main. Okay, this is begin of main and this is close of main. Whatever you write in the middle of that will be executed. Okay, so if you are aware of C++ programming, in that you will have void main, the same it is here. Okay, even if you are not aware of that, main is a place where the execution of program begins. Void is indicating that return type of main. Anyway, we are not returning anything, let's keep it as void. Okay, we will be discussing about those in depth in class and objects topic. For timing, just keep void main. Void is indicating the return type of main, so that also I'll note here. This is begin and close, and the content of begin and close is known as a block. It's known as a block. Okay, if you use this one for a class, then it is known as class block. If you use it for main, it is known as main block. Okay, so till here it is okay. It is main, this is begin of main, this is close of main. In that whatever you write, it will execute. Public static I have used. For time being, forget about static also. Okay, that will we are going to cover in classes and objects topic later. Okay, public is indicating that it is accessible. Main need to be executed by compiler. then it should access to compiler. If we keep it as some other type, I told about data hiding. Okay, data abstraction defines what to hide, what to access. I would like to say that main should be accessible, then only I will be able to execute the program. So if we keep public here, then only it is accessible to run it. That's why you have to keep public. Okay, there are some other access specifiers which always make that hiding of the data. So but I just want to make sure that it is accessible, that's why you have to keep public. Okay, so whenever class demo, all your main should be in some class. Okay, why? Because you cannot write a simple method like this. All methods should be combined in a set. That set name is called demo. Class is a keyword and set name can be anything, not demo. It can be any other demo, first demo or anything, you can keep it. Okay, so class is making it as a set, and this is begin of set, and this is end of the set, and name of the set is demo. Inside set you will have a method called public static void main, the same way syntax, it is a rule, and this is begin of main, this is close of main. Why you have to use string args? String args is indicating that if you would like to pass, you know that this later I am going to show you how to pass and how to receive. Okay, but for time being also let's make it that this is the syntax of the main, public static void main string args, and make sure that always you have to write a Java program in lower case only, not uppercase, always lower case. Only there are some places where you need to use capital, there you need to use capital. That is what string S capital, system S capital. Okay, so all other here are lower case only, demo D capital, that's it. All other are in lower case, public static void main string args, this is begin of close of. Now come to this line, system.out.println. Okay, as I told, we will be using language related stuff. System is a set like demo. Demo we are doing, system is the existing one in lang. If you'd like to see, I clicked on java.lang, in that you see system. System is what? It's a set. Okay, system is having so many things. Out is a field in system. So in that field you have something called println. Println. Okay, so this one we are using. Okay, how do you use it? System is a set, in that set dot, if you are keeping dot is nothing but in system you have out, in out you have println. Okay, system dot out dot println. So we are using a behavior called println, which is used to print something on your screen. What to print, that you have to give in double quotes. Okay, so system.out.println is used to print something. Okay, where system is the existing class in Java which is part of lang package. Okay, in that you have out, in that you have println. Okay, don't confuse with lot many things. Why system, how many things are there, how many API. You should not be master of learning this one. You should not be master of learning all this. That is not Java actually. Okay, learning of this. Okay, this is API, you should know how to use it. You should not by heart, you should not understand, oh, so many packages are there, so many classes are there, so many methods are there. Don't worry about that. Even I don't know all this stuff. I know only few. Okay, there are lot many predefined features are available. If you'd like to, you can use it. Otherwise, you can write your code as you like. Okay, system.out.println is used to print something like that. If you say welcome to .java, it is welcome to Java. It is going to display as welcome to Java. Okay. This is the first program. Okay, you can write this program and you can save this program and compile and run it and see the output. Okay. Any questions on the basic structure? Anybody? Mona, do you have any questions? Mona, are you there? Any questions from you?
Yeah, fine. I understand.
Okay, Monica. Monica, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Sanju?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Sunita? Sunita, are you there?
Yeah. Everything is fine now.
Okay. Let's see how to run this program and where to write and where to save and how to compile and how to run. How we'll see the output. Okay. Till here. Everything I am placing in Dropbox shared folder. Okay, every day, whatever I am covering. Okay, let's save this program. So I'm saving in a separate file till here only. In Java program, you should not open a notepad. In that, you write your Java program. Okay, should not have any extra thing, this stuff. Okay, only Java program, that's it. Okay, so import java.lang.star, only the program stuff you have. Okay, and you have to save this program. How do you save your program? You have to save this program as demo.java. Mind it, whatever the name of the set you are using, the same name you have to use it for your program too. Because in this set, main is there. Because why you have to do is, in your program there may be many sets. There may be 10 set, 1 set, 100 set. But main should be there is only one set. Okay, to identify that one, whatever the name of the set, the main there, the same name you have to apply for the program too. So here you have to save like this. For file name, keep double quotes, say that .java, demo.java, keep in double quotes, otherwise .txt extension will be added. You have saved your program. To see that, go to C, where you have saved Java new batch. See that demo type, it is showing Java file. Okay, now your program, you have saved your program. You have to compile your program. How do you compile your program? Go to command prompt. Okay, here you need to go to Java new batch directory, but I am in users my name directory. Okay, first of all you need to come out of all these. For that you have to say cd/enter, then you will come out from all, cd/ to come out. Then after that, cd and name of your directory, Java new batch, then it will enter into directory. Now if you'd like to see what is there in your directory, so see this demo.java, there is a file available. You need to compile this one. To compile that one, you have to use javac tool. Earlier, after the installation, we have validated whether the javac is working fine or not. It is working fine. Then what you have to do is javac demo.java. Enter javac demo.java. After this statement, if you get the command prompt directly, then your program executed successfully. Then in that directory, you will be able to see a class file with the demo name. Let's see, go to that directory and see, is there any class file? See this, demo.class. Demo.class file is created nothing but Java will be able to run this .class file. Let's say how to run that. Java demo. See, welcome to Java. Whatever you have written in the program, there is only one step you have written in the program, system.out.println, which is used to print. Okay, if you say welcome to Java in the double quotes, that will be displayed. If you say your name, that will be displayed. Whatever you have mentioned in the double quotes, that will be displayed as it is in the output. Welcome to Java, welcome to Java. If something else, that something else will be displayed. That is what. This is the way how you compile your program and run that program. Okay, so to compile the above program, how do you compile? Okay, let's say after going to command prompt, start run. Here you will be using cmd and enter. Then you will be seeing like this, something c:/users/ron. Okay, here you have to use cd/, then you will be saying c:/. Okay, here you have to say cd and the programs where you have saved. Okay, cd space, the program is there in something like prog folder, let us assume that. Okay, enter. Then you will be seeing here c:/prog. Inside, to compile the program, javac and name of the program, something like demo.java to compile. Once you compile the program, you have to use c:/java demo to run. Output will be displayed. What is javac and java? These are the tools available in the past settings which we have done. In the bin folder, you can see javac. It is an application, and java. Okay, these are the tools available in bin folder. Okay, that we have